Well, hello you guys. A long time no chat. I'm just gonna try to get that selfie stick code on the way to Bub's graduation. If you've been following the posts, then you already know that. Yes, we're about halfway there. A 6-hour drive from our house, and we have just made it through Tallahassee. So, gonna give you guys a few minutes to see that we are on. I know it's kind of an odd time of the day and no prior announcements, so it may take you guys a little while. Well, there is Steph doing well. It is overcast here. Let me turn this camera around, see if I can remember how to do that. Yes, can you guys tell how dark and dreary it is here? It has been raining in Florida now all week long. All week long. There's some type of little storm developing out in the Gulf, which is where we're headed. So I have a feeling this whole weekend is gonna be filled with rain. Michelle is here. Hello, Michelle. Thank you. I hope that we have safe travels as well. There is Heather. Let's see what she says. Oh, you do. You guys use Abeka. Now, how long have you been using Abeka? Are your kids older? Are they still younger? We've used Abeka all along, ever since the kids started kindergarten, and we love the Abeka program. There is Daisy D. Hello. Thank you for the congrats. I can't pass them on right now because he's asleep. But as soon as he wakes up, I'll be sure to tell him. Oh, it did. Michelle, I didn't realize that. I knew they had been watching it. Did it erupt today or sometime late yesterday? I haven't even been paying attention to the news with all the commotion. Hey, Melinda, how are you? Oh, Stephanie, congratulations. That's exciting. Hey, Robert, how are you? This is a fun way that we can bring you guys along with us. How about that? 3rd and 6th grade. Okay, and have you used Abeka all along? Are you new to homeschooling? Is it old school now? What's happening with that? Thank you, Michelle. It erupted this morning. Well, I'll have to make sure that I turn on some news and see what's happening with all that. Yeah, not too bad back there. Somewhat comfy. That cooler adds just a little bit of something to lean on. Yeah, I agree, Stephanie. Time does need to slow down. That is for sure. Where does it go? People told me when the kids were little not to blink or they would be grown, and I didn't believe it. And they were all absolutely right. I can't believe how fast it's gone. I know, Michelle, isn't it so exciting? I've been seeing your post on there, getting all ready for your own graduation. So fun. Such an exciting time. Okay, so you've used Abeka from the beginning too, Heather. I love the Abeka program. I really do. I always bought the student kits as well as the teacher kits that had all of the lesson plans and stuff all laid out for you already. And that was a real big help to me, because I tell you, when we started the homeschooling process, I was afraid that, you know, you weren't going to teach them everything they needed to know, or that maybe you wouldn't have all of the subjects in that they needed and all that kind of stuff. So we just always did the whole packet every year, and it just laid everything out for me very nice and easy to follow, and great information and very good educational tools. Absolutely have loved it. When the kids got into high school, we've shared this story before, so some of you that haven't heard the story might want to go back and try to find those videos. If you go to the little magnifying glass on my page on YouTube, you can type in the word homeschool and it'll bring you up all the videos we've ever done on it. But when they started high school, we enrolled them in the Abeka Academy. Heather, not sure if you guys plan to do that when your kids get a little older. Actually, you could do it now. They have the Abeka Academy all the way through, but we did it completely on our own until high school. And then when they hit 9th grade, we enrolled them in the Abeka Academy because they're accredited, accepted at every college. They keep and grade all your tests. All right, are we back, you guys? Can you guys see me? I'm gonna pick up the story here because I think we are back live. Anyway, It's not truly live streaming because it doesn't happen during the day while the kids are in, and then your kids can pull them up online any time of the day or night, whenever it's most convenient for them. We love it. We came a couple years ago when baby girl graduated. Some of you will remember that, and they took us on a tour of Pensacola Christian Academy, which is where they do all the filming for Rebecca, and they showed you the big cameras in the classroom and how they have it all set up and how they actually do the filming, and it's really quite cool. The kids get to meet all of their online teachers because service is kind of sketchy. I'm connected to the Hubs has a little MiFi that we've carried with us, and we've connected through it. Not real sure though how good his service is going to stay. So Melinda has a son getting married too. Well, look at there. That's you and Stephanie both have children getting married. How about that? Thank you very much. Did you see those on the vlog last night? These are the Dollar Tree Kiss nails. I got the plain ones, and then I used some of the gel polish that I had at home. So far, so good. I think I'm going to be happy with them. All right, let's see. Some of you can see me back. All right, good, good, good. Hey, Debbie, how are you? All right, Michelle, we'll see you later. Thanks for joining in for a few minutes. So tell me, what are the rest of you up to this weekend? Obviously, you know what we're up to. Oh, you did? Okay, very good, Melinda. Huh? Oh, we just changed time zone, so we are now in the Central Time Zone. We just gained an hour. How about that? Brenda Richardson is here. Hello, Brenda. I keep switching arms, you guys, because this phone is killing my shoulder. So if you see all the rocking and the swaying, that's what's happening with that. But anyway, yeah, we just hit the Central Time Zone. So for all of you that are in Central Time Zone, we've now caught up with you. So I guess that makes it 1:20 where we are now. That's always funny to try to adjust and get used to. On the way back home, we'll lose that hour again. Okay, so we're in Stephanie's time zone now. Okay, so let's see. Heather is in St. Cloud, Florida. Yeah, it's been rainy for us too. We're north of you guys in Florida, but it's been a rainy, dreary week. And let me turn this back around for those of you just joining us. Can you guys see it now? Not sure if you can see that water hitting the windshield or hear it, but not a pretty day at all. Not a fun traveling day, but I guess if you got to be trapped in a car for 6 hours, then the rain's not too bad because the sun just makes you want to stop and get out and run around. So that should help that a little bit. Catherine is here from Texas. Hello. Brenda Richardson is in Texas too. Guys, we are coming to Texas. We are going to be in Houston starting, let me think. I think it starts July 29th, whatever that Sunday is, around the end of July. I think it's the 29th. We're rolling into town and we'll be there all that week. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. Never been to Texas before, but he's still sacked out. You guys know that a couple weeks ago, Bub was in the fine arts and all of his entries got promoted to the national competition, all 3 of them. So that's going to be guys to Houston, those of you that are here from Texas. How does Mr. Rose feel about Bub graduating? Your boy's not so little anymore. No, he's not so little. I'll let him answer that. How do you feel about Bub graduating?
He's very proud of him.
Yeah, you heard it right there from the man. Are you at all?
No.
You're not nostalgic about them getting older?
Well, maybe that, but I'm not sad.
I'm sad and happy all at the same time. Oh, there's Mom. Hey, Mom, they're about 30 miles behind us. They are coming with us this weekend. So she has got us on live. Thank you very much, Stephanie. 96 in Houston today. Okay, so Catherine is in Houston. Oh, how about that? I really would actually love sometime during the week while we're there. It's kind of a busy, crazy week. Hustle and bustling all around the facilities and all the competitions that are going on. But I really would like to, while we're there, one day at least be able to set up some type of little meet and greet for all of you guys that are around Texas. I think that would be so fun to get to meet some of you. So we'll have to try to work that out. If you're in Texas and are interested in anything like that, then definitely comment that below once the video goes, once it's we can try to start working that out and see what we make and put together. That would be fun. Yes, I mean, you're so homeschooling has kindergarten, and for 15 years that's just been my identity. It's what I've done, you know what I mean? And so my life is drastically changing along with theirs, and so it's exciting for them, but yet it's a big closure for me, you know. Those of you mamas can understand, especially if you've ever homeschooled your kids, then I think that you can understand even on a different level. So yeah, emotions are up and down, up and down. Let's see, Debbie, where are you heading to? We are heading to Pensacola. Pensacola, we should be there hopefully in about 2.5 more hours. We'll be there. Beth is here, hello, and there is Sheena, hello. Oh, God's girl is here from Missouri. Well, hello from Missouri. All right, let's see. What did Daisy say? Well, thank you very much, Daisy. You guys' comments over the last couple of days on his pictures that I've posted on the vlog last night. Been letting him know all of y'all's kind words. Thank you, Sheena. Debbie is in Michigan. Well, you lived in Michigan a while.
Yep.
Your daddy was in the Navy.
Yep.
What part of Michigan again?
Flint.
Flint, Michigan. Did you like it there?
It was cool as a kid in the snow.
Yeah. But would you go back?
No.
I think he likes the Florida heat now. Oh, mercy. Yeah, that's true for you, Stephanie. You still have another one that's coming up behind. So that's good. All right, let's see what Beth says here. A meet and greet in Florida between the East and West Coast. Where in Florida are you again, Beth? Are you in Tampa? I try to remember all these things and then I forget, but is that what you told me? I think that's what you told me. Yes, that would be very fun. We really do need to set one of those up for sure. Let's see, does that say Cornelia? I don't have my glasses on, but I think that's what that says. Thank you so much for those well wishes. Yeah, they are, Sheena. Well, I know for sure Bub is. I think baby girl's kind of drifting in and out. Yeah, Tampa. Okay, I thought that's what you said, Beth. Yeah, I really need to do that because I have some other friends that are down in St. Petersburg, not too far from you. Nessa is also down in Tampa. There's actually about 4 or 5 of you guys from Tampa. So it would be fun to set something up. All right, Melinda, thanks for joining us. Have a great day. All right, Debbie, have a great day. You know what? I actually would love to, Stephanie. We visited Illinois for about 5 minutes because we went up in 2012. I think it was 2012. We went up to Missouri, and on the way up, there's like that little point there on the, is it the Mississippi River? I can't remember for sure. It's a body of water nonetheless. And right there, there's like 3 or 4 states that all hit together right there. And so we got out of the car to make sure we stepped in all those states. So we have been to Illinois, but just for a minute. What is the state? Is it also Illinois, Steve, that butted up to Kentucky when we were in Louisville? Anybody from the Kentucky area, or maybe you know, Stephanie, too. Does Illinois butt up to Kentucky, or was that Indiana? I can't remember. When we were in Louisville, if you go over the bridge, over the water, then you end up in another state right there, too. And I think that might have been Illinois, but it could have been Indiana. I'm not really sure. Anyway, nonetheless, we've been to all of those for a couple minutes on the way to Springfield, so... Bye, Melinda. Have a great day. Let's see, what did Sheena say here? Oh, that is awesome, Sheena. What a great testimony. So she's had cancer 22 years, and they just found out that she is in remission. That is good news. What a good God we serve. I'm telling you, that is awesome. Oh, we have somebody here from Canada. What is that? Karen. Thank you very much for those well wishes. Okay, so Kentucky is button up to, okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, because we drove over the river and drove into Illinois just for a few minutes. Matter of fact, I think we ate there that night. What was that steakhouse we ate the first year we went to Louisville for fine arts? Do you remember? I can't remember either. Mom, are you still watching? Does Dad remember? What was that steakhouse that we drove over to Illinois and ate at the first time around when we were in Louisville? We came to Springfield, Missouri, and we also visited Branson when we filled. I'm not familiar with that state at all. We came up to go to Springfield to our national headquarters for our, we are. If you've never been there, look it up. I think they have 3 locations. There's Alabama, and then there's 2 in Missouri. Okay, are we back? Sorry about that, guys. Driving down the highway, you never know what's going to happen with your service. Anyway, I think baby girl's graduation is still on this channel, DeeVine DeeZine. So if you go to the homepage of DeeVine DeeZine on YouTube, click that little magnifying glass, you can search all the videos, and if you type in like Lambert's or throat rolls, or I think the title of the video was My Waitress Threw Food at Me, something like that, and you guys can see what I'm talking about. It is a fun place to go, and we're gonna take you guys back there this coming Sunday. All right, let's see what I missed with all that going offline stuff. Okay, so you work in Springfield. Well, that is really cool, God's girl. No, we didn't go to Silver Dollar City. I would have liked to have, but we didn't have time that week to do that, so still never been. I would love to go to St. Louis. I absolutely would love to go there. Matter of fact, we almost went there a few years ago. We had a evangelism team. Well, it's been about 10-12 years ago now. We had an evangelism team that we were leading at the time, and we were trying to come up there to the Dream Center, the St. Louis Dream Center. Yeah, but then things, the way that it all ended up working out, we didn't ever get a chance to go, but I would love to visit there. All right, hopefully I'm back for all of you. I can't tell, but it looks like I'm back. Janine, hello, how are you? Yeah, Stephanie's been to Lambert's. It is very fun. Oh, Janine has a son graduating tomorrow night. Well, congratulations to you. That's exciting. Thank you very much, Catherine. I appreciate that. Oh, you do? I did not know that about Lambert's. Well, that would be a good excuse to get to come back to Alabama. This and Foley, it's going to be, I think it's like about a 45 minute drive from Pensacola. It's not real far at all, but that's a long way from our house. It would take us, if we left our house just to go to Lambert's, that'd be like a 7-hour drive. But it would be a good excuse to get to come back over here and visit. Yeah. Okay, so God's girl has a son graduating on Sunday. Well, congratulations, all of these senior mamas. How fun is that? It is. Janine, have you been emotional wreck? What about you, God's girl? The emotions fly. With Kristen, the emotions were there, up and down, you're sad and all that kind of stuff, but I knew that I still had Bub coming through school, you know what I mean? So even though life was beginning to change for her, and I was so proud of her and sad that I wouldn't be sitting there with her to school and all that kind of stuff, the finality of it all wasn't there yet because Bub was still coming along. But this time, it's like it's over, like it's done, I'm done. And that's really been on my mind a lot. You know what I mean? Because like not only is their life changing, but my life is going to be radically changing now. And I almost don't even know what to do with myself every day. So yeah, a lot of different emotions and thoughts going on there. Let's see here. Okay, you got 6 kids, so this is number 5 graduating. Well, congratulations. And you've been emotional too. Both of you have. Yeah, well, I can totally relate. All right, let's see. Is that Adrian? Hello, Adrian. How are you? Thanks for joining us today. And you've got a daughter graduating too. Wow. Well, look at that. We're the seniors club, and I didn't even know it. All right, let's see. Is that hair or dye? Hello and welcome. Then you'll have 1 more left graduating in 2013. It'll be here before you know it. Man, time goes so fast. And your son is graduating kindergarten. Oh, well, congratulations. I remember those days too. Oh, man. Don't blink, because they'll be graduating high school before you know it. It really does go so fast. And you love every different stage. You know, it's like at every stage that they go through, you wish that you could just stop the clock and keep them right there. And then the next stage that comes along, it's like, oh, I love this stage. And you wish you could stop the clock again. But yeah, I really wish, I've been thinking about that a lot this last week especially, that I could just rewind the clock and just do it all over again. I have so much loved being a mommy and being a homeschooler and having my kids with me every day, and it's just, I've loved it. What can I say? I mean, yeah, there are hard days. There are days that try your patience, and there are days that I try their patience, and you know, you work through it and you muddle through those kind of days, but overall it has been the best experience ever, 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 and I'm so glad that I had a chance to do it. That is for sure. Okay, so God's girl, you've already got some grandchildren that's come along. Well, then that's good, because while you still have one of your own that's going through school, you have those grandbabies that are coming now. So then you don't have any period really in there of that true lonely empty nestness, huh? That's good. All right, let's see what that says. Is that Yaya Serenity, I think is what that says. I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses on. Welcome, welcome. Oh, your daughter is going into the military next month. Well, our prayers to you and a big salute to her. I have a very soft spot for those people that serve this great country. That is awesome, but I know it's probably a little nerve-wracking for you, that's for sure. Yep, the fun is about to start. There is Francis. Hi, Francis. How are you? Thank you so much. And your son is graduating too in June. All of these graduating mamas. That's pretty awesome. Oh, that's really cool. So let's see. He's going to be starting college in the fall and already has his schedule. That's exciting. Has Bub decided what college he's going to go to? Well, he's asleep right now, but I think the plan, he's still kind of talking it through. You guys probably saw on the vlog, I guess it was last month, maybe about a month ago now, we took him down to the Florida School of Discipleship for the weekend so that he could kind of take a look at everything and evaluate, because he kind of really thought that's a place he wanted to go. And I think he's kind of pretty much decided that that is what he wants to do. But he's going to take this year off, and he's going to work, and he's going to save up some money, A, to go towards the school, B, to get a little work experience under his belt. If he goes to that school, they're not allowed to work for the first year. Everything has to be solely focused on their studies and their discipleship commitments. So he won't be able to work once he gets down there. So he's going to take a year off, and he's going to get him a job, and he's going to work and save his money and kind of learn that side of life a little bit. And then he's going to head off there next fall. At least that's the plans for right now, unless something changes. So he'll be about 3 hours and 15 minutes away from home, which isn't too far, but it's still far enough. I won't be able to see him every day, and I won't be able to see him even every weekend, because they'll have ministry responsibilities they'll have to do. So that's going to be a big adjustment when that time comes, but I think that's the plan right now. All right, let's see what Adrian says here. Okay, so this is going to be your second graduate, and then you still have one that's in second grade. So your home might not ever get real empty either, because by the time that one gets up to graduate, you might have some grandbabies. So that's a fun way to do it. Oh, that is cool. He's going to be in the National Guard. Oh, but he's leaving so soon. I tell you, that would make my heart palpitate a little bit. It really would. But so proud of those guys and girls that go out there to, even on the home front, whatever branch of the military that they're in. It is absolutely an important thing, and we salute it. My husband's dad, your dad, was in the Navy, Chief Petty Officer. Yep, so my husband is a Navy brat, so they called him. I don't really know. Were you a brat?
Yeah.
Maybe. And then I had my uncles and my granddaddy on my side of, what was it?
Coyote.
Oh, I didn't even see it. We just passed the coyote and I missed it. In the daylight? Wow. Anyway, they were in the military too. Mom, are you still watching? Were they in the Army? What were they in? I can't remember. No, I think my granddaddy was in the Navy, because my granddaddy was on a boat. I think my granddaddy was in the Navy, but I'm not sure about my uncles. So, love the military folk. Day before he turns 18 is when he's got to leave. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, well, it is an exciting time for all of you. I didn't realize there were so many of us together on here that have kids all graduating at the same time. How exciting is that? Yes, and I don't think either one of these fellas are gonna wake up back there. So you guys will just have to see them on the vlogs. Yes, yes, yes. I'm sorry we missed the coyote. That would have been something fun to show you. I did not know that they would come out at night. I thought that they were nocturnal. Yeah, so that's kind of a strange sight to see in the middle of the day. Well, thank you very much, Beth. I appreciate that. Many blessings to you too, and thanks for joining us for a little bit this afternoon. Oh, let me show you what's happening. The sun is peeking out. Can you guys see that? Oh, still a lot of clouds up there, so I'm sure the more rain is following. But at least we do have a little bit of a hint of sunshine. That's very cool. But I guess on that note, let's see what we've got. We've got 121 miles left to Pensacola, so a couple hours still left in this vehicle. Oh, let's see what Francis says. Yeah, that's really cool, Francis. That is good. They have definitely got to learn to do all that for sure. Okay, so you've got 4 girls. And then your oldest has 3 boys. Isn't that awesome? That's pretty cool how that all turned out. I wanted 4. When we first set out to have our kids, we wanted 4. I wanted 4. The hubs was a little trying to get on board, right? He wasn't real sure he wanted 4, but I did. I wanted to have 4. And I wasn't working, of course, once I got pregnant with Kristen. And I didn't go back to work because my goal was to be home with them. And so by the time that Bub came along, finances were just so tight, because you guys know that police officers just don't make very much money. They don't make much money at all. And so me being home, we had bought our home by that point, and then we had the 2 kiddos, which does add some expense. Even when they're little, you know, it still adds a lot of expense between diapers and the clothing and all the stuff that they need. And we just didn't feel that we could afford more at the time we wanted them. Then as they got a little bit older and we thought we could afford to have more kids in there, it kind of was at point to where they were both getting independent and they were able to dress themselves and feed themselves, and they had started school, and that was a lot of stress and pressure right there at the beginning, learning how to homeschool and all that kind of stuff, and trying to homeschool Kristen while Bub was still too little to school. And that's a lot to juggle, and it is a lot to learn how to make all of that flow and for it to flow well. So when the time came that we could have afforded more kids and the hub started like, okay, we could have another kid now, I'm like, nah, I don't think so. Because life is actually starting to get a rhythm for me again. You know what I mean? It's like whenever they all came along, or when he came along and she was still in that diaper stage, just getting to the point where she was getting out of the diaper stage. It's like you're still in that baby mode and in the swing of the flow. And then it was like, once you got that taste of that little bit of independence again, where you could actually go to the bathroom by yourself again and all those kind of things, it's like, I just was not ready to start that over. I wasn't. So we stopped with the 2, but 4 was what I had definitely wanted. So that's exciting for you. Let's see. How did Kristen feel about Daniel leaving When Calls the Heart? Oh my goodness, Francis. I have never heard somebody cry and sob so much. She's got her eyes closed back there. Are you fully asleep, babe? Are you waking up? They want to know how you felt about Daniel leaving When Calls the Heart.
I don't want to talk about that.
She's still in mourning. Oh, we had actually seen the picture. Somebody let the picture loose about 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks prior to it airing. And she got a glimpse of it on social media, and then they quickly took it down. So we kind of suspected identity, you know, or whatever. And when we realized that Jack really wasn't coming back, yeah, it kind of rocked her world. It really did. She was so devastated about that. So then we watched the interview, and, you know, he made the choice not to come back, which usually means some contract issues, probably wanting a higher salary or whatever the deal was. And so, you know, he made the choice not to come back. And then it kind of turned from being sad about it to almost being angry about it, because it's like the whole show really was based on their relationship and their marriage together. And everybody looked forward to the wedding and them having a baby, you know, and all of that was centered around Jack and Elizabeth. And so then it's like, when you thought, okay, the main character chose not to come back and destroyed our hopes and dreams, then it went from being sad to mad, you know what I mean? So yeah, she's still grieving. I think that one turned everybody upside down. Yeah, we did too, Stephanie. I'm telling you, we did too. It was the same. But I gotta say, Aaron Krakow did an amazing job. If you guys watched the season finale, and if you didn't, when you ever get the chance to watch it through Netflix or whatever, she really did an amazing job playing that part. She just did. I mean, you could believe her pain and her grief, and it was like, wow, she really did a good job on that. I have to say she did. I think, baby, are you still gonna watch the show? Yeah, she's still gonna watch. I'm gonna watch because I'm mad at Daniel Lissing. I wish he wouldn't have made the choice to leave, but I love all the other characters. If I would have found out that they just wrote him off because they just wanted to add a plot twist to the story for views or whatever, I would not have ever watched again, because that would have been a little sneaky thing to do. But when I found out it was his choice to leave, then it was like, okay, you know, I love all the other actors in the show, and I enjoy the storyline of all of their lives as well. So I'm excited to keep watching to see where they're going to take the show next. But yeah, that was gut-wrenching, you guys. that was gut-wrenching. Let's see what Francis said here. If you think about it. Yeah, absolutely. They did, and with just all kinds of different reasons, disease or just all kind of things. People didn't tend to live quite as long during that time period. So it was kind of believable, but I guess because the original books he never died off. The author never killed off Jack, and the whole story centered around them, that it was quite unexpected that they would abruptly do that and break from the actual storyline of the books. So Definitely didn't see that one coming. Definitely. We knew that he left the show some during seasons 4 and 5 because of some family illness. I think it was his grandfather had passed away back in Australia, and he had left, and he took a little bit of leave to be with his family and all. So we knew all that was happening, just never saw it coming that he was actually leaving the show. Yeah, that's going to be exciting. That's going to be really exciting with the baby coming. So at least they did give her the baby. Whatever. I don't know if you guys watched the after show, the little after interview. They did a Facebook Live with Lori Loughlin, Aaron Krakow, and Daniel Lissing. They did a little exit interview with them, and Lori Loughlin, who is one of the producers, said they tried to give the fans everything they asked for because they knew for a whole year that Daniel would not be back for season 6, and they were trying to keep tight-lipped about it, but they knew the fans wanted a wedding and the fans wanted a baby, and all the elements that the fans wanted they tried to throw in there in season 5 just so that at least what the fans have been expecting they'd get. So it'll be exciting to see the baby coming along, but we've already heard the buzz and the rumors that on season 6, Elizabeth is going to build a house on their property, which we expected that she probably would, but she's going to get another love interest. So that's going to be hard to see, because I got to admit, even watching the season finale, it was 45 minutes long. And those 45 minutes, it took you all the way through her grief to where she overcame her grief and went back to teaching and everything was good again. And I thought, wow, she didn't grieve very long. And even though you know that the 45 minutes really spans kind of over days and weeks of time, in reality, it kind of seemed like they pushed her through that awfully quickly. And then to think she's going to roll right into the next season and get a new love interest right away, which again, that was typical for that time period, and a lot of women back in those times didn't stay single for very long. And we've already seen all the other women of Hope Valley have all had love interests since their husbands died in the mines. So yeah, it's just going to be a little hard to see, I have to admit. So we'll see how it all turns out. Yeah, I do too. It is one of the most family-friendly shows that I've seen in a long time, because we don't do TV. We do have the Netflix or Amazon Prime that we can get TV in. We do have the little Roku that you can pick and choose what you want to see. You have to have an internet provider to use that. And so we're very careful with what we watch, and this was finally a show that was family friendly and that was positive, and I love it. I really do. I like all the actors and actresses that they've put in there. They have done an amazing job setting that cast. So yeah, I'm excited about season 6. Yeah, probably. That's what I'm thinking too, Stephanie. I think season 6 is probably going to be all about that baby. I'm sure there'll probably be a lot of flashbacks too of her with Daniel and that kind of stuff. So that will be interesting. A lot of people love When Calls the Heart, though. Yes, they do. That is a show that really has taken off, and a lot of people, I just wish the season was longer. I mean, like other shows, from what I can remember from whenever I was younger, and you guys tell me, I'm sure it's probably still the same, the seasons would start around September once school got back in session, and then they wouldn't end until after sweeps week. That usually happened in May. It was kind of like the TV seasons corresponded to the school year, and When Calls the Heart starts in February and it's over the end of April. So it's like, oh, I just wish it were a little bit longer of a season every year. Yeah, definitely too short, Francis. Definitely too short. So I don't know, maybe that's what makes us anticipate it so much more by the time the new year rolls around. And I'm gonna guess they're probably gonna have a Christmas special again, because they usually do, but I don't think I've heard that officially announced yet. I agree, Stephanie. Definitely too short. Definitely too short. That's one I think, and matter of fact, we have it. Baby girl has all of the seasons. We have some on DVD that we brought her for Christmas this year. And then there are this season, season 5, we have on Amazon Prime. We bought it on Amazon Prime pre-season. And so we go back and we watch it quite often. Like, we watch the reruns. Matter of fact, she probably could quote you the scripts by heart for every episode. But she hasn't watched it again since Daniel left. So she said it's going to be so hard to see the ones with him in it. So we'll see about that. Me too, Stephanie. Absolutely. And during the summer, they're supposed to have a countdown to weddings or something like that. They're going to have something during June and July too about the weddings on Hallmark. So that's going to be fun. We can get the Hallmark channel on that Roku. So we do like to watch those romance movies. Baby girl is a romantic at heart, aren't you, babe? You love all those romance movies. You did, Francis? Yeah, we like to rewatch them. We really do. But yeah, I always love the Christmas movies from Hallmark. I love every Christmas movie, just about it. That's our tradition. You guys know that, I think, from following the channel for a while. Every year, starting at Thanksgiving. This year, though, we actually started earlier than Thanksgiving in 2017. But starting Thanksgiving night all the way through New Year's, every single night we sit down and we watch some kind of Christmas movie together as a family. And that's pretty much all that plays during the whole month of December is some kind of Christmas movie. Yeah, well, I'm right there with you, Stephanie. It's a good, fun, feel-good channel. Positive. Of course, we can tell you the plot of every movie. Boy meets girl. Usually girl gets mad at boy. Boy messes up. They split up. And then they make up. And then they hitch up. That's about the plot of every Hallmark movie, I think. But it's fun to watch the different characters play the different roles. So no matter how many times you see it, it never gets old. It never gets old. But we joke about it all the time. There was one, babe, what was the name of that one on the train?
Christmas train.
Huh?
The Christmas train.
The Christmas Train. I don't know if you guys saw that one. That was the first one that had a plot twist that we never saw coming. That was a good one, and one that actually kept us guessing. So kudos to Hallmark on that one. I think, yeah, maybe they'll throw a few more in there like that this year. All right, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off of here because holding this phone up is killing my shoulders. We have about an hour and 45 minutes left. So we'll see you on the flip side. We'll see you in the vlogs. Remember, the vlogs are going to be over on DeeVine Life Vlogs. We already posted one last night, kind of the preparation, getting all ready for the weekend. And then the weekend vlogs will be over there at DeeVine Life Vlogs. Hopefully I can get those up every night. Just depends on how busy we are. It may not be till we get home some time in this car. Oh yes, Mary and Father Christmas. That's going to be a good one. You're excited about that too, aren't you, babe?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one. Let's see. Oh, Francis has the Roku too. Oh, okay. So you're going to resubscribe in November. Yeah. Well, thank you very much. We sure have a safe trip for sure. And on